Welcome back to Wake Up Northwest. In this week's Madeline Motivates, from COVID-19 to racism and Black Lives Matter, recent events have created a lot of negative energy. Well, this morning, Jordan Chaney, a local poet and community activist, is helping you channel all of that negative energy into something more positive. Good morning, Jordan.
Hey, good morning.
Well, let's dive right in. Instead of letting all these negative feelings that are building up inside of us just sit there, how can we channel them into art? I know that's something that you champion.
Healing begins with communication. These protests are communication. Even if people don't necessarily agree with what is being said or how things are being done, the energy that we're seeing that might be described as something negative is actually energy that's suffering. It's valid. It should be there. It should be there, but it does need somewhere to go, whether it's into protesting, whether it's into art. What I always try to share with not only my youth, but with my community friends, with art, how I use art to channel the energy. When the Community Hope Wall was the project I was mostly focused on a year and a half ago, all the way up until last October, what was motivating inside of the energy that was inside of me was anger. It was suffering. It was about injustice. And this energy was constantly brewing in me and motivating me in the morning. And in those moments when we have that energy, when we know lower emotions can lead us to something destructive, it is in those moments that I have learned to create a vision in my most heated moments, to a vision to something greater that I wanted to see happen. With the same energy as anger, depression, frustration, those are the moments when I start dreaming and creating ideas for myself, because the negative energy is no different than the positive energy. It's just what's different is your choice as to what you do with it.
And how you use it. Right. So what would you say for someone, let's say someone isn't necessarily out there protesting with you, but maybe they're coping with these negative feelings even from the pandemic. Would you say to find an outlet, whether that's art or words or music? What would you tell them?
You can go two paths. You can go self-harm or self-love, or self-harm and self-creation. In the same energy. And at first it feels so hard. Like when you don't want to come out of your room, or you're too angry, you're mad at somebody and you're resentful towards somebody, that energy, still you can work with it. With enough practice of getting up and choosing to create or to do something constructive and powerful with your energy, over time you begin to transform, and the world around you transforms because you're actually becoming a creative seed to your own life.
Such a beautiful perspective. Well, I can see why you were nominated for this segment, for your beautiful way with words, and thank you for sharing. I know it's a topic I'd love to cover in more depth, but we're out of time right now. So just thank you so much for uplifting us this morning, Jordan. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, you're watching Madeline Motivates, and we will be back with more news and weather after this.